Scott Brown here. In today's exciting episode, we talk a little bit about what we like about living in Nelson. So we moved from Auckland City, the biggest city in New Zealand, 2.5 years ago. And people ask me, what is it like? What is it like living in a small town after growing up in a big one? I think this episode is a good example of what it's like here. Nelson is a food truck kind of town, and today's story is a food truck story. You know, the other day when I came and filmed you, It was all out of focus. So I couldn't use it. So I'm going to double check now.
Well, make sure it looks clean in here because it's state.
How are you guys?
Good.
Hello.
Oh, hi there.
Every time you film me, I'm hungry.
Whenever you go to a food place here in Nelson, you're often talking to the person who is running the business. And that is the case for Baba Yaga's. They make amazing food, and every time Jess and I go and eat the food, we chat to them and talk about how cool it would be to start a bricks and mortar version of this business. Wow, and that's exactly what's happening. And we're going to help them with it.
Kia ora, Kaz.
Hey, how's it going, Joe? You alright?
Yeah, good, thanks, man. How are you?
Good to see you.
How do you want to see it?
Yeah, it's all good. Oh, mate, it's looking like a cafe there.
Yeah, it's slowly coming together.
So this will be a vintage shop and a place to buy coffee. At the other end of the place is this area. And this area is going to be a bar and a place to buy food. Now I know it doesn't look like much now, it's just a couple of empty rooms, but we're going to fit it out in a cool way. And we've got a little bit of help from a place called Norwest. I've been shopping in Norwest since we started this home renovation down here in Nelson. It's where I get all my native timbers from, my recycled native timbers. But this whole time that I've been shopping there, I had no idea that Joe is related to the owner. So I've been eating at Joe's food truck and shopping at Joe's uncle's timber merchant, and I had no idea that the two were connected. That there is Norwest. That's where I've been getting all my second-hand timber from. Hey. Oh, hey. I think they were subscribers. Norwest. Come on in. Thanks a million. They made this out of an old school boiler. Now what Norwest do is they do demolition jobs all around the country, and they pick jobs that have a high volume of timber. So they're then able to recycle the timber, cut it down to sellable sizes, and people like me go in and buy it for their building projects. Now, not only that, that's the public Norwest where people go from the street and they can buy stuff like a shop. There's another Norwest, the secret Norwest, at Tony's place in the middle of the mountains somewhere here in Tasman, and it's filled with even more stuff that they haven't put on the shelves, and we get to go there. What? Oh, like from the airport?
Yeah.
What, really? How do you come across that?
I think because you got to metal detect all your recycled timber before you can send it to the
Oh, of course.
processors. So I think maybe he had an idea that he'd use this for that. It doesn't look like it ever happened, but
Whoa. Damn.
same bit of days.
Damn, look at the size of these beams.
I know where that's from. That was part of the old. It's where Briscoe's is now.
Oh yeah.
You used to be able to sail a boat up to there and unload it. So that's why that is such a heavy duty floor. The flooring's all 2 inches thick, and but you can see that the floor joists are really close together. Yeah, there was a huge amount of it. I didn't know there was any left, but who knows what the plan is yet.
A lot of the materials that don't make it to the shop end up here. There's old knickknacks everywhere, you know, so many details. God, this place is crazy.
It's actually the pier, I think. That's not floating.
Oh.
Yeah. So this is the boat. This stuff here is all stuff Tony pulled out for us to muck around with.
Oh, nice.
So you can see there's a heap of this stuff.
So they're starting at the back, and that's going to be a bar, somewhere you can buy burgers, and we're going to use recycled timber to make seating. That's the main thing. I'm going to start building seating. And for a little bit of inspiration, I thought it would be a cool idea to go and check out Joe's truck and see what he managed to do with recycled timber. Okay, I think I'm at, is it the driveway with like a caravan eventually at the end and a red car and?
Yep.
I think I'm in the right place. I love it.
Yeah. Not a bad view from this side of the shed, eh?
Yeah, my
Mountains
gosh.
and everything.
You could swear no one lives here, eh, when you look at a view like that.
Yeah.
So this is built from, where'd you get all the materials from?
I was working doing demolition and had access to a bit of a joinery shop and just wanted to do something, and honestly this got totally out of hand, so I ended up spending a couple of years like putting it together. But yeah, everything, all the timber at least, is recycled. Just about everything in here is recycled, honestly. It's just...
And mainly from Tony, or?
Yep, pretty much all through the demo. I was working in demolition, so you know, you save as much as you can, but because of the cost of storage and everything, unfortunately a lot of stuff still goes to the tip. So just every day I had a little van, and every day I was just taking a few bits and pieces home and making something. And
gosh. So does it function pretty well as a kitchen?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's in a bit of a limbo sort of a state right now. I think I will rearrange it a little bit for its next job, but it's worked really hard for me for the last 2.5 years. So.
I love the ceiling.
Yeah, that's all red beech from a church that we pulled down in Richmond. So.
I love the bench top as well. How did you fill the gaps?
Well, yeah, I glued it all up and then just went down with a router, just made a big straight edge and made little holes, and then poured black epoxy into it. You
led me to believe that you didn't have much woodworking skills. You're whipping out router sleeves.
I've never really done any building.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, like, you know, all this stuff took me a really long time looking at YouTube for ideas, and I suppose I've got a few skills now that I've done a few things, but
that's a good way to learn, man.
The plywood all came out of the Vertical Limits climbing gym in Nelson, and fans and stuff were all out of buildings we pulled down.
I suppose this wasn't recycled.
Oh, actually, that was probably my first recycling job. I used to have a job servicing coffee machines. It's cheaper for customers to replace parts than it is to recondition them a lot of the time because of how many hours go into reconditioning stuff. So I had to buy this panel new, and that was the only piece. The rest of it was all out of the scrap bin while I was doing that. So.
Oh my gosh! Even the coffee machine, that's crazy. Gee, even got the tool there?
Yep. But I actually found that on the side of the road.
What? And now you're gonna have a bricks and mortar place.
Yeah.
Was that always like the dream, the goal?
No, in fact, I've probably said I'd never do that quite a few times.
Oh, yeah?
But
what are the downsides of doing that? Like, why don't people do that? Or why did you want to stay away from it?
I guess, I don't know, I'm about to find out really, but I guess, you know, with this thing, I haven't got any regular payments to keep up. If I decide that I'm sick of it and I want to have a break and go and do something else, nothing to stop me, but I don't have to pay rent or anything, so...
Of course.
People have really romantic ideas about a food truck as well, like...
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's amazing once we started doing this, how many people will wander up and go like, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
I always wanted to do this. Like, I think it's a lot more work than most people probably imagine, but it has been good fun and it has been profitable from time to time. So, yeah.
From time to time. I love the colours.
Thanks.
It makes me think of like Cuba or something.
Yeah. Well, somebody told me that this orange colour is supposed to be calming.
Oh,
and
really?
I was anticipating it being a stressful place to hang out. Like, I built it to go to music festivals and get really busy, so that was to counteract the stress. Don't know that it worked very well, but...
Kind of looks like a toilet, doesn't it? Well, I do feel inspired by Joe's place, but maybe this needs a little bit of work. The main thing we're going to build for the bar is seating at this stage, stools, a bar booth. This is why we prototyped. Good timing.
Okay.
Would you sit on that?
No. I would fall over. It's not a chair.
Well, it's the start of a chair. It's the prototype.
Oh. No, I think if you want people to sit on it, you might have to build a few more sides. Look at my hilarious injury strapping, by the way.
Yeah.
It looks like a superhero. You know, they have like, not a superhero, but I swear there's some movies or superheroes and they have like an extension on their hand.
It looks great.
Yeah, thanks. So is this for a booth?
It is. I'm just trying to get the shape right. It's modelled off the chair I built, but we're going to do a lot less joinery. It's going to be a lot more slapping it together.
I hope you explain more than that in the video. I don't know what you mean. No, that's cool. That's cool. You have to show me the actual plan. I'm so hungry. I'm going to go.
I need a Segway.
Oh, and I need a snack. And lots of people need a website.
Maybe you are like lots of people and you also need a website. Well, you might as well get one with Squarespace. So Squarespace sponsor us, which helps us put videos out, and they also make a fantastic website building platform that has thousands of templates to choose from. You'll be able to find a style of template that matches the look of your business, whether your business is online products or services. When we were in Auckland, we were doing more building services, and we set up our website with Squarespace long before they sponsored us. And it was great because we were able to scroll through their galleries and portfolios and find a gallery that really showcased the work that we did. We're actually in need of updating it, which I think we'll do later in the year, and of course we'll use Squarespace. And Squarespace also offer a great e-commerce system where you can set up payments right there on your website. It's all very handy and easy to use. And if you don't believe me, there is a free trial, so you have nothing to lose. But make sure when you're ready to launch your own website, head over to squarespace.com/Scott Brown Carpentry, and then you can save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Thanks, Squarespace. I think it's good. Lean back.
I've only built one chair before, you know. I'm right to be a little bit cautious. Cool. Can you imagine sitting on this, having a beer, having a burger?
Does it feel like the right size?
Yes. Are you going to upholster it or is it going to be hard?
He's going to get a cushion and throw it on top of it, yeah.
Okay. If I put my legs out, it's a little uncomfortable. Dude, throw it in. What makes a comfortable chair, honestly? I
don't know.
Yeah. What about you? Have you sat on it? Do you feel comfortable?
Oh, hey Jess, how's it going? Here I am at the bar.
Is this a reenactment of when we first met?
Yeah.